Okay, I'm not always like this, honestly. I used to be very shy. I used to be this guy that is very quiet, always indoors, always scared of people. If I dey come outside like this now and I see someone, I go run enter inside back. That is how that's how bad it was. You get, and I know I'm talented. I know there is so much in me. Like, as a kid, I've always wondered how, you know, Hollywood created the disappearing effect, the Flash, Merlin, you go see Merlin, Dragon go dey talk. Hello, Merlin. All those things they off me. So whenever I watch movies, then I'll be like, how? So that was what took me into the research of VFX, animations, and editing. I posted a video. I watched a tutorial online, posted a video with the VFX, added humor, and it blew up and went viral. That was what gave birth to Xploit comedy. From animation, I moved to comedy, posting myself online, acting. Then from there, I moved to filmmaking. That was when I produced my first series, Njaba. If you've not seen Njaba was what I'll say it's part of what triggered my awakening, because after reading the script of Njaba, the script was so deep that I was questioning so many things and certain things. So that Njaba was not a coincidence. It's about the four elements: water, fire, air, and earth. So me going through that script, I was part of the whole process. I was the main character, the lead character there. I was also the VFX editor there. So I edited the whole movie, the whole VFX scene, and the whole process took me. I would say it took me to a different dimension. It opened me into filmmaking. So I began to understand how filmmaking is done and every other thing. So that was around 2022. So talking about music, I'll say I've always loved music right from time. My early followers can tell you, like this.
You won't drive car without tire. You won't cook food without fire. Fresh out.
I was writing when I was younger. When I was still in school, then I do produce. I was doing production then. I was using FL Studio, for those who are familiar with FL Studio, and this Sonar 8 or so. I was doing beat and production even before comedy. Then I was a fan of music. I've always loved music. So fast forward to when I've gotten my followers. I think the first song I produced out there was Beans.
I'm in love with the beans, and I do this for the beans.
I buy bread for the beans. That was the first song I wrote. It came out well. Then I proceeded to do to feature Magneto in Busybody.
Fresh out. Bobrisky don't grow Bobby. Regina, say me hi to hobby.
Then when TikTok came around, the early time TikTok arrived, that was when I did Akurapon. Then this Choma Jesus remix, you understand? There was a particular concept I wanted to do with that song. I said, okay, instead of using the main song, let me just go and record that one and use it instead to avoid copyright. So that was how I did Buldozer, and it blew up. I think I was among the first people that went viral on music on TikTok that period. I'm talking about viral, like all around the world. Then we were dancing to Akbo. So it was a global moment for me. How did it happen? After my movie, I told you I was already deep into, because the movie talked about spirituality, the four elements, it talked about culture. So after the movie, I was still feeling drawn into the teachings, because it's something that opened a different dimension in me. So after the movie, I went fully into the spiritual teaching. So I discovered that it was fascinating for me. I find it was so interesting. I discovered so many topics that we are not aware of. Let me put it that way. I came to understand that knowledge is power, and the reason why a rich man is richer than the poor man. It's knowledge. It's not as if it's the energy or this one get energy past this one, this one get sense past this one. I would say it's just the knowledge. You understand? The knowledge is more important. So me discovering knowledge, the knowledge, and discovering that this is something that can help a lot of people. You understand? So after discovering those knowledge, I was like, I can't keep it to myself. And that was when I started teaching. I went into spiritual awakening. I was teaching. I was teaching from my experience. I was teaching from everything I went through. So around 2024, after much teachings, after I've gone deep into the teachings of awakening, I've also helped a lot of persons. I was called to write a book. Soul's Rebirth, a personal story of awakening. 2025 last year comes AI.
Little robot, wake up early, sunrise catch him looking surly. He do the dishes, clank, clank, clank in the kitchen, he's the tank. Mop the floor with a twirl and a spin, shiny tiles like a mirror so thin. To the market he go with speed, buying yam and pepper seed.
This boy want use work by me.
I think a lot of people assume that AI makes art easy. They don't see the sleepless nights, they don't see the writing, they don't see the prompting, they don't see the engineering that goes into it, they don't see the mixing, the editing, the VFX, even the spirituality that is poured into it, the soul. So I'll say it's more than just a one-time prompt. So it's not replacing creativity, it's only enhancing creativity. So when AI arrived, people saw it too, but I saw the next chapter of my story.
Why is everyone so dull here?
I don't know, it's like they've forgotten how to live. Why is everyone sad?
You must find the magic drum.
Africa has always had great visionaries. The only issue was that we lacked tools. Well, now the tools are here. What's holding you? The future is now. Let's participate. Because of my journey from comedy to animation to editing to spiritual teachings and even to music, I would say I've gathered fan base from across every platform. I have people who love comedy. I have those who love my VFX. I have those who love my teachings and those who love my music. So I won't call myself a musician, though I'm very good in music production and creation. I'll call myself a creator. So I'll say I'm not here to fit into any category. I'm here to expand consciousness.
This version of me, I love him best. Man and woman, he said.
I'm a creator who can switch forms whenever the need aligns. I think I'm open to what the future holds. Yeah, like I said, they move like breeze. Like tomorrow, if you see me for somewhere, you'll be shocked. You'll be like, you see me for poor, I don't the street. Tomorrow, if storytelling calls, I'll switch. Comedy calls, I'll switch. Music call, I'll switch. Consciousness call, a day. I'm all round. I can't be put in a box. I'm a complete creator, and that is one of my strengths. That is what one thing I'm proud about my journey so far.
I know they rain forever. I they rain for now, we gon' live forever. If you know be truth, I know they enter. From silence, I became the center. This crown.